Subhanallah, folks and people who are expecting children, who have young children. Advice from the researchers, advice from a mom of four, veteran mom of four, who are now my kids are now adults and late teens. Subhanallah. One of the biggest blessings is children. One of the biggest disruptors of early marriage is also children. Because the child is a disruption to the marriage that you knew, right? Alhamdulillah, wallahi, children is a great blessing. And your marriage is constantly evolving. So it's not like, oh, those were the good old days. That was a phase, right? The marriage before children was a phase. And then marriage with young children is a phase. And then marriage when they're toddlers. And so alhamdulillah, they're all enjoyable and they're all going to be a little bit different, right? Same thing, like eventually when they talk about empty nesters, no, that doesn't have to be a sad, that's going to be another phase, right? So there's all these phases of marriage that we have to look at and say they're each going to be different. So if you neglect this phase and look at it like, hey, this is me versus if husband looks at the marriage as this is me versus baby, this is where subhanallah statistics show that if this phase of the marriage is not dealt with in the best way, this is where we see a high peak in divorce. 1 to 2 years after the new baby comes, you'll see a high peak in divorce. Why? Because sometimes it wasn't preparation and just the understanding, could be cultural, could be historic, right? Kind of understanding. Usually it's a cultural understanding and just individual understanding of what it means for a new baby to come into the relationship, aka or i.e. what it means to be a father. When the family understands it's mom, dad, baby is a unit, and we're going to deal with it as each other, and mom needs support, dad, I need you, husband, I need you, then the marriage survives very well. Very well. You don't have to be like, hey, mom number 2, you don't have to be like caretaker, but I need you in whatever way it is. I need you to get me something. I need you to help. I'm suffering mentally, suffering physically. I need you to be there for me. See, and that I need you, men and women, me kind of take a step back. This is important. And I'm speaking to you married couples. You know, the support that a husband and wife need for each other throughout a marriage, you know, whether it's like loss of a job, loss of anything, right? I mean, it could be loss of a child. It could be loss of anything. Could be good news, right? Change of a job, you know, change of any kind of big change in a marital relationship. This is where when a spouse is really looking for support, that's a big pivotal moment in a marriage. And that is going to kind of make or break. Like that's either going to really be a time where you kind of fall in love even deeper, or it's like you weren't there for me, and that's going to be like a big, huge scarring moment. It's like I remember that, and it's one of those scarring moments. It's like we see couples come into, you know, I'm not a licensed therapist, but sometimes I'm helping couples. I'm asked to kind of step in sometimes and help coach. And it's like literally 15 years ago, 20 years ago, they're talking about that big, huge moment. Sometimes it's after a birth of a child. Sometimes it's after some other big, huge moment. And it's like, you weren't there for me. And they'll remember it because it's like a big gaping wound. And so instead of having to repair, I'm advising you, husband of Rabia, and Rabia, I want you to communicate that need and say, husband, I really need you. I'm struggling mentally. Postpartum is hard. I'm hurting. I'm physically, I need vitamins. I need, and it's a lot of times we're not taught to express our needs. There's a lot of need after birth of a child. We don't have the tribal society that we used to live in. So we need a lot of help. We're not taught as women to communicate our needs, sometimes in a way that makes sense. Sometimes we're just so overwhelmed. We're not really able to communicate in the best way. So sometimes it comes off as accusatory, which is not helpful. Again, right? We're overwhelmed. Sometimes the husband, he's overwhelmed because it's like, hey, this is a change in the relationship. I used to be number 1. Now I'm like, I don't know, -3, right? So that's hard too. But hey, if we can acknowledge it and just kind of come together in a moment here, maybe if there's somebody can kind of watch the baby a little bit, me and husband can have like a one-on-one and kind of talk heart to heart. Say, we're going to get through this together and we need each other. We love each other. Yeah, baby's here. It's going to be great. But we need this help. It's really going to set the marriage kind of on a good trajectory, as opposed to it's just like me and baby and forget about husband. No, and we're going to get our marital relations back, the intimacy, we're going to get that back. It's all going to be good, but we're in this together. That is going to make a huge difference in the relationship, as opposed to dad is just off on the corner and I mean nothing, right? So inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help you guys. And I hope those of you that have recently had children or trying to recover from that period, that you're listening. And if that's something you need to repair, it's not too late. Even if it's 3, 4, 5 years ago and you feel like we're still kind of struggling because that happened and we never really talked about it, it's important to talk about it, because believe me, if you guys are still feeling it, it's there. It didn't go away. Hurt feelings don't go away, by the way. Hurt feelings don't go away. We just kind of like push it down. We mask it. We get busy with other things. A lot of times people get busy with work, community work, whether it's like, our work, our career work or community work or other things, shopping, eating. We have plenty of ways, going to the gym, in which we kind of mask the hurt that we feel, and we never talk about it because it's uncomfortable. And if we just say, you know what, I was hurting, I kind of felt lonely, I wanted to have that more time with you, imagine what that could open up, that vulnerability, and expressing those needs, not blame, but the needs that you have, the other person will want to fulfill it, inshallah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy.